So Paul Hayman shoved a kid, and people are pissed. I don't think he did anything wrong. You see those guys in the red? Those are called security. Okay, and they were supposed to be doing their job of making sure that kid didn't touch Paul Hayman. Oh, what's up, everybody? It's Grim, and I'm here because I am mad. I am your GTS World Heavyweight Champion, and I know what the hell I'm talking about because I've been in the wrestling business for over 30 years. What that kid did to Paul Hayman is no different than a kid jumping in the ring during a match. And you've all seen that happen in the past. Somebody jumps in the ring, and man, do they get stomped. Man, do they get punched. They get hurt. Why? Because as a performer, whenever anybody comes into your space, whether they're a 3-year-old child, a 90-year-old man, or a grown-ass fucking dude who's ready to fight, if someone enters your space and they're not supposed to be there, that is called a threat, too stupid. And when a threat enters your vicinity that's not supposed to be there, you need to immediately remove the threat. The fact that all Paul Hayman did was shove that kid was very nice of him. It was very nice of him. I'm not going to sit there and say what I would have done in the situation because I probably wouldn't have shoved the kid. I probably would have grabbed the kid and been like, oh, no, there's a kid. What do I do? Go that way. Oh, you shouldn't be here, buddy. And guided him that way. A lot of people are showing, oh, well, Moxley kissed a girl that was in his way when he was being led through the crowd. That was way different. That girl didn't lunge at Moxley and try to grab him. That girl was in the way and fell as he was coming towards her. And he checked on her, made sure it was okay, and he kissed her head. Because she didn't try to attack him. This child tried to attack him. But Grim, it was a hug. Maybe it was a hug. Maybe he was trying to grab him by the throat. Maybe he was trying to grab his tit. Maybe he was trying to rip something off his neck. You don't know what the motivations was. You aren't that kid. And this is what I struggle with, especially doing these rants, because I feel like a lot of times I come on here with the right point of view. I'm right. And then there's people out there that disagree with me. And I'm like, well, then they're stupid. They're not just stupid, they're too stupid. And then what happens is I realize, well, wait a minute. Is it some of you? Are some of you guys agreeing that was just a kid and Paul shouldn't have shoved him? Come on, guys. I thought that I respect my audience as the most smart, intelligent audience on YouTube. You watch me, the most smartest, most intelligent guy with the most experience. Sure, all the other YouTubers are great, but I'm the one that's been here the longest. I've been doing YouTube the longest. I might not be the most popular or famous anymore, but I was at one point because I know what the fuck I'm doing. And I know what the fuck I'm saying. And Paul Hayman shoving that kid was no different than a kid getting into the ring during a match, a guy assaulting you on the street. There was no difference. There was security for a reason. Well, they shouldn't have walked through the people. Bro, they have to walk through people at some point. Okay, these wrestlers go everywhere. They're outside. They're from their car to the building. They're walking from this point in the building to that point in the building, and they got to walk through people. They walk through the concourses at these shows all the time. And they have security to make sure fans don't grab them. I've been grabbed. And the reason I'm so defensive of Paul Hayman is because that's happened to me multiple times. And I don't have security detail. Okay? And people have come up to me and just assaulted me with a hug. And all of a sudden a guy goes up to me and hugs me. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Should I start hitting? What do I do? I give people the benefit of the doubt. Somebody comes up to me and wants, a lot of times I was a kid, they're like, oh my God, it's Grim. And I'm like, oh man, and it's I'll give them a hug or they're reaching out for a hug. If I see somebody reaching out for a hug, gentle and sweet, I give them a hug, gentle and sweet. But I've also been attacked. And you say, well, the kid was just reaching for a hug. He was reaching. Okay. I've had a guy reach at me. I had a guy come towards me, reach at me, and he was trying to grab my chain, which I'm not wearing right now. But he was trying to grab my chain, and he did. And he grabbed it. And he ripped it off of me. And I fought him. Part of that clip is on TikTok. Somebody posted it. A guy named Adam Glynn posted it in 2021 on TikTok, where a guy grabbed my chain on the streets of Brooklyn and I had to fight him. I wish I shoved that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Heyman's had enough people come at him where he just doesn't give people the benefit of the doubt. And why should he? There's so much bullshit that goes on with fans trying to get at wrestlers. Like last week, we had the fan who made the AI of AJ Lee kissing. He got a picture with AJ Lee. Then he took the AI and said, make us kiss. And then all of a sudden, they're kissing. That's fucking weird. The thing is, I know a lot of y'all, we can, in the comfort of our own home. We're going to make this video. Oh, look at me doing this with so-and-so. And if it's in the privacy of your own home and you want to be a weirdo and you want to make fantasy shit of yourself and you have the tools with AI to do it, then you can do it. But posting it? That's fucking weird. Saying, look guys, here's an AI video I made of AJ Lee kissing me. Like, no, because that didn't really happen. And it's not like a fantasy. It's not like, oh, I put AJ Lee in an AI movie that I made. Like, you made a picture that you really took with AJ Lee and then morphed it into a kissing scene. That's weird and creepy and should not be posted. You can do that with anything. I mean, I can say, like, on GTS Wrestling, we don't have a lot of kissing scenes, right? But, like, let's say, for example, I wanted to say, oh, well, maybe so-and-so's running around making out with all the girls, and I want to frame him. Every time he's in a scene with a girl, then I could edit it AI and make them kiss. And some of this shit looks real, bro. You can't do that to people. You can't do that. That's why I'm struggling with AI. It's like, it's fun to make clips and stuff. Oh, there's me and Tommy Salami in the store fighting over action figures. Tommy posted his cameo on Sora, which is the OpenAI app, where that's allowed. And Tommy said, yeah, you can use me to make clips. You can use me to make clips. If you make Sora, you follow me on Sora, you can use me to make Sora clips of AI. I allow that. But AJ Lee was assaulted. She didn't allow some creep fan to make a video of them kissing and then post it on the internet. And then the dude then she asks the dude, this is creepy and I don't like it. Can you take it down? And he's like, no, fuck you. And I'm like, it's getting really hard to defend wrestling fans. And you guys are the wrestling fans. You guys are my fans. And like I said, I see you guys as the smartest, most elite wrestling fans around that get it. Because I feel like to be a fan of my wrestling YouTube show, GTS Wrestling, you have to get it. Okay? Pro wrestling to me, compared to what pro wrestling is to you, like, what is pro wrestling to you? Put it in the comments below. I want to know what pro wrestling is to you. Because you know what pro wrestling is to me? Pro wrestling is to me is entertainment. It's a story about a realistic looking fight, like a movie. So if I watch a movie, I want it to feel very real, that the Transformers are coming to Earth. And I want it to be like, whoa, this could really happen. Wow, what if like meteors came from the sky and then they scanned themselves into cars and were transforming robots? This all feels very real to me. That's the whole point of a movie, is to make it feel real. Pro wrestling should also feel real. A simulated storytelling fight. Now, of course, there's parts in movies where the guy's hanging off the cliff and they pull the guy back up and it's like, oh, come on, that would never happen. We have also stuff like that in wrestling where, oh, come on, that would never happen. But it's a movie, it's a story, and it's being told. Pro wrestling today, to a lot of people, has not even become that. It's become, I have an entrance, I have cool music, I have cool fireworks, I have a cool intro, I have a cool Titantron. I'm going to do my cool poses as I dance to my song for 8 minutes. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And then I'm going to get into the ring and I'm going to do cool moves. Like, it's not pro wrestling to me. Pro wrestling to me was Ultimate Warrior. The music hit. That motherfucker was in the ring before the music hit 3 chords. There was no pyro. There was no fireworks. There was no big entrance video. He just ran to the ring and started fucking clotheslining dudes. Boom, boom, boom. I bet money. If they brought out a character today that was the Ultimate Warrior that didn't do an intro, that didn't do a song and dance, that just ran to the ring before his music even got 3 chords out and just started beating the fuck out of people, he'd be the biggest guy going. He'd be the biggest guy going. Double J, Uncle Double J at AEW, make that character. Get Tony Khan to make that character. Get Triple H to make that character. Bring back a new Ultimate Warrior, but in his own, he can't just be the Ultimate Warrior. It's got to be his own thing. It can't be a dollar store Ultimate Warrior. It's got to be his own thing. But you make a guy who doesn't care about a song and dance intro and a guy that's believable in the ring that just looks like he's beating the shit out of people, you're going to have the biggest fucking guy going. And people are saying, oh, well, Will Ospreay's the best wrestler in the world. And Kenny Omega's the best wrestler in the world. Well, where is their major following all over the country? Because Will Ospreay's performing in front of 1,200 people at these tiny little venues. If he was the best wrestler in the world, he'd be performing in front of 50,000 people every week because he's the best and everybody wants to see him perform. Nobody cares about his... You might care about his little song. Ospreay, Ospreay. It's cool. It's cool to have a little entrance. You might care about his cool moves. He does cool moves. He does. But are we here to watch guys fight or are we here to see gymnastics? Wrestling can blend gymnastics and fighting in the right way, in the right spots. And unfortunately, it doesn't. And that's where I struggle because I'm like, well, if you guys are enjoying that type of wrestling, where it's just song and dance, posing and entrances and cool flips, you really don't like pro wrestling. You like Broadway. Go watch a Broadway show. You're going to get song, dance, and flips. Stay out of the ring. Don't be don't get near a wrestler. You're not part of the show. You don't have a fucking ticket to run up and hug Paul Hayman. All Paul Hayman did was shove him out of his way and justified. Because you can't go touch people like that, dude. You can't. And I don't care if it was a kid. The kid was 13, 14 years old. I don't care if he was 8 or 9 years old. Whereas the parents, I wouldn't let my kid go running up and give Charlotte a hug unless Charlotte said, hey, come give me a hug. Charlotte's walking and I'm like, yeah, Molly, go hug Charlotte. I couldn't imagine doing that because Charlotte would be like, get out of here. Don't run up and hug people. And please, as my fan base, I'm not saying you always got to agree with me, but at least respect my opinion and try to see it from my point of view. I've been attacked multiple times in the street. I've had people come up to me and not knowing their motives, and it's scary. It's scary. The girl, her last name was Grimes. I forget her real name, her first name, but she was like an American Idol or something, and one of her biggest fans just walked right up and shot her. Okay? And she thought he was one of the biggest fans. And that lives in my head rent-free. Is one of my fans going to show up and shoot me one day? So guys, thanks for watching. I just was very opinionated and very upset about this today, and I just wanted to come to you and talk to you about it because I can't believe that anyone would defend the kid for attacking Paul Hayman like that. As a matter of fact, before I let you guys go, final story of the day. You got in Brazil, a man climbed into a tiger fucking enclosure at a zoo. The man climbed in. There was a tree, and he climbed the tree and started climbing down. And you see him climbing down, and then the lion jumps up and grabs him and kills him. Are we going to blame the lion? The dude climbed into the lion's house. Why would you climb into the lion's house? And people are going to say, well, we got to kill that lion now. Lion shouldn't have hurt him. Lion should have been like, oh, hey, happy to see you, buddy. No, you violated the lion's safety, and then the lion attacked and killed you. You violated Paul Heyman's safety, and Paul Hayman pushed you out of the way. You're lucky you didn't get shot or tased or something by the fucking security attacking a WWE superstar like that. And the guy that jumped in the lion cage, we don't need an investigation. What happened? Man climbed into the cage with a lion. What was the result? The lion fucking killed him. Why'd he do it? Because he's a fucking idiot. Thanks for watching, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, tap the bell, turn on the notifications, because I know you're the smartest fans in the world. And if you're not, and you're not down with that, I got 3 words for you. Eat it. Yeah.